What is up, everybody? Today we are doing a Raghouse haul. So instead of a Goodwill bins haul, I went to a Raghouse, copped a whole bunch of crazy graphic tees from the Raghouse when I was there. So I got about 50 to 60 items that I'm gonna show you guys, and I'll give you a little breakdown of how much I spent, exactly how many items we got, and just show off some really cool tees that I got, and some other items that I think I'm gonna try and sell on my Depop. Let's get into it. I got a lot of graphic tees from this haul, which is pretty good. I think I got a total of like 50 items. I'll do a full count at the end once we go through them, and I think I spent $82. So first up, we got this Miller Lite graphic tee, orange. I think this would look super sick once it's faded a little bit more, but it does look pretty cool already. I believe it's a 2015, so not super old, but it's getting there. And I'll put on 11 years. Next, we got a cool graphic tee, Toyota, Las Vegas. Got a little stain on the front. I was gonna leave it, but I thought I might try and get it out. We got some concert tees, we got graphic tees, we got Quicksilver Y2K in this haul, we got some track pants, we got board shorts. We really got a good range of everything. This one was actually a pretty cool find that I realized after. I had no idea who this was. At the time of grabbing it, I just grabbed it because I saw it was a band tee and I knew nothing about, and they were starting to kick me out of the Raghouse because they wanted to leave. So I just threw it in my haul. It's a 2002 Roger Waters tour. So it's 24 years old, definitely vintage. Gildan heavy cotton, very cool graphic. It's got a little hole on the sleeve, which I didn't see till I was home, but I am realizing more and more that these tour t-shirts people will buy if they're absolutely just destroyed, so shouldn't be a problem there. Next up, we got another band tee. We got an Eagles World Tour. I did some research on this one. I think this is when they were doing their farewell tour. It's 2018, not super old, but it's got a really nice fade on it. Eagles are a crazy band, cool back hit, and the tour dates, Gildan XL. This one I actually forgot to do more research on. Another band tee, Wilco, don't know anything about them, but 2007, so it's about 20 years old, on the Tennessee River. So again, this one I just grabbed because it was a band tee. I need to do more research on it, but it is vintage. It's 20 years old. Did have a good come up on band tees, like true band tees. We got a Guns N' Roses reprint. I never know if I should be grabbing these. It's obviously just a reprint, so I don't know if it's worth the time grabbing these and listing them on Depop if you're only gonna get 5 or 10 bucks. I know some of these I get up to 20. It does have a really cool graphic on it, but I'm unsure if I should be grabbing these long term, and I'm not sure if it hurts my Depop store of not selling true vintage and it kind of keeps some people away. But I think at this point, until I get a significant amount more inventory, I think I'm gonna keep grabbing them. But again, at the Raghouse, I think I ended up paying like $1 or $1.50 a piece. So I just grabbed it because even if it doesn't sell, $1 to lose out on isn't bad. We got a Pink Floyd, which is pretty sick actually. It doesn't have any tour dates on the back, which is a little bit sad, but it is dated. It's a heavyweight, like true like cotton band tee. It's not a reprint. It's dated 2012, so about 15 years old, coming up on vintage. It's not one of the OG Pink Floyd band tees, but it's getting there. It would be nice if it had the tour dates on the back. Next up, we got a Made in Canada Nike. I think that's a 90s tag, center swoosh. Got this little hit on the bottom. I haven't had much luck with tank tops, but because it was true vintage and 90s or late 80s, I did grab it. Next up, we got a Made in Canada Harley Quinn tag, I believe is how you say that. Animal print, long sleeve, starting to really get a nice fade on the shoulders. Made in Canada, true vintage, nothing on the back, but a very cool long sleeve. Next up, I grabbed some athletic work track pants, because track pants that have like the stripe down the side usually do really well for me. I grabbed those. I actually got 2 pairs of them. Next up, got a Carhartt that the Raghouse lady was gonna throw into her bale, but I told her she needed to keep it for me. This, I believe, is an older Carhartt. Got a very cool wear on it, like the collar's getting all tattered, starting to get a nice fade, which is very nice. For some reason, I thought this was a t-shirt the whole time, but it's a long sleeve, which is actually makes it even cooler. The sleeves were just rolled up and I did not pay attention, so that's cool. I have noticed that Carhartt really isn't that expensive if you buy it brand new, so like it still sells well because, I mean, it is expensive, but I guess you can get a pair of Carhartt pants for like $100. And some people try and resell their Carhartt pants for $100. So like really, math isn't mathing for someone that wants to buy Carhartt, where I'm starting to see, and I don't think a lot of people are realizing, that the appeal to Carhartt is either getting it less for retail, obviously, or finding pieces that are like that distressed, tattered, worn, like vintage look to them. And that's what drives the price up on Carhartt, not the fact that it's just Carhartt, which I think some people get a little bit twisted. Don't get me wrong, it still sells wrong, but you can't sell a brand new pair of Carhartt pants for a retail retail price. Next up, we got a couple OVO shirts. They're a little bit small. I don't know anything about OVO. I'm pretty sure these are legit. They're made in Canada. Little owl, nothing on the back. We got a gray one, and we got a black OVO shirt, little owl, and it's the same kind of tag. A little small, fitted shirts for sure, but I'd grab them just for the culture. Next up, we had a bunch of Quicksilver Y2K stuff. I'm unsure about Quicksilver that's just like regular, quote unquote, basic Quicksilver. I've never really tried to sell it, but I just really didn't see the appeal to sell it because there's nothing really different about this other than it's Quicksilver. Like, there's nothing different about this versus just a plaid button up. Like, I guess it's got the Quicksilver symbol here, but it doesn't have like a cool hit on it anywhere. But I thought I'd grab them because I'd still be able to do a couple whatnot shows of just a Quicksilver show or just like a surf show, and maybe they'll go for $5 even, because like I said, to get them for $1 and then flip them for $5 and just keep moving stuff, not a bad strategy, I guess. It's only gonna be a $5 item on Depop. I don't know if it's worth grabbing them just for the listing time. Next up, we got this Venom Marvel tee. Marvel tee, Venom. It's got a really cool graphic. It's starting to get a nice fade on it, oversized. A lot of the print is wearing off, but I'm pretty sure this is early 2000s. I found a couple other Marvel shirts where I did find the date on them. It doesn't have a hang tag, but they were early 2000s, so starting to be vintage, if not vintage already. Next up, we got Star Wars graphic tee, Fruit of the Loom HD, nothing on the back. And a lot of this stuff came out of one person's bag. So like this Raghouse lady gets just constant shipments in, and we just rip bags open and see what you get. And a lot of the bags are like themed, right? Because it's whoever donated the stuff. And whoever donated that bag had like pretty much all of the graphic tees that are coming up and all the ones we showed. And that pretty much one bag that we ripped open was pretty much my entire haul. I was there for a couple hours and one bag got me like all this stuff. Next up, we got a crazy Y2K Fox women's. Got the all over print, got the metal zipper. It's got the actual focuses. Got like an actual metal Fox zipper, which is really cool. Yeah, that's a crazy Fox hoodie. This one, same with the Quicksilver. Unsure if it's worth the grab. It's a Billabong, but it's pretty generic. But I thought, again, for the couple dollars, I can do a surf show. More Billabong knit, the button down, Billabong kind of like a gradient on it. Another button-up Quicksilver. This one is another button-up Quicksilver, but it's a little bit cooler. It's got the kind of little yachty stripes on it, but it's also got a cool Quicksilver kind of embroidered decal in the bottom, which is very cool. I believe this is the last Quicksilver. Another button-up. Got a little patch on the bottom. Aeropostale, I wasn't sure, but I thought I could throw this into my surf show. So I don't know if you consider this a generic Aeropostale or not, but I did grab a few like this. Got an Aeropostale, second Aeropostale, and then a third collared Aeropostale, kind of embroidered. Next up, we got more graphic tees, some more Star Wars, very cool graphic on it, nothing on the back. And they didn't seem to have a date stamp on them anywhere. Some of them on the tag did, but it was worn off. Like this one, I can't tell. So this could be a newer Star Wars shirt. I'm not even really sure, to be honest, but starting to get a nice wear to it, so it looks older. Nonetheless, Star Wars sells well, so I was gonna try it anyways. Here we got a Star Wars Fifth Son, no date, but it is trademark. Again, another Star Wars graphic. Next up, this bag had a whole whack of WWE graphic tees in it too, which were very cool. We got this Inner Circle. This one I think is a newer one. I'm not a WWE head, so I don't really know too much about WWE. This one's just on a Gildan, so I think this is a newer one. Either way, cool WWE lot that I can put together. Here we got a Suplex City. I don't know whose signature move that was. I kind of think it was Brock Lesnar, but I'm not entirely sure because there's a lot of other Brock Lesnar shirts in here, so I'm assuming it's all related, but I don't know for sure. It's got a Danger Ahead hit on the back, authentic WWE, starting to get that nice vintage fade. Heavyweight, we actually got two of those, so exact same t-shirts in about the exact same condition. They're both getting the nice fade on them. Then we got another WWE Walk with Ellis. Again, I don't really know my WWE characters that well, but again, authentic WWE. Some of these WWE ones coming up are crazy. Like this one's got a crazy graphic on it. It's got that authentic wear patch in the bottom, crazy fade on it. Got a back hit, back to break more. Here's the Brock Lesnar one, another crazy graphic on it. Again, it's got the authentic patch on the bottom. This one's dated 2011. I would assume most of these are like early 2000s, 2010 kind of Y2K era. Nothing on the back. This one or the next one is my favorite. A crazy kind of Y2K skull vibe. I don't know if this one's WWE, but the next one is. But it's got a crazy fade on it and just a crazy graphic. I'm assuming it's from the same era, but there's no date on it as well. But this one's crazy. Venom, Ice in My Veins. I can't remember. I did look this up. I want to say this was a Brock Lesnar one too. Authentic WWE. Got the patch on the bottom. Crazy fade, crazy logo, crazy hit on the back. That one's easily a $50, $60 shirt. Not sure who this one was, but we got another WWE Ultimate Warrior. Tag does look cut, but it also has a print on it. So I don't know if this was, I'm not really sure what went on that, or maybe the collar's just coming apart there. I'm not really entirely sure because it looks like it's on a wrestling tag, but I don't know. Legends. Either way, another cool WWE. Here we have another generic WWE on the WWE tag. This one I think is just for like a SummerSlam or something. Either way, another cool graphic WWE. Couple more left. Another Aeropostale, a little bit generic, but I just grabbed it because it was cheap for my show. We got a pair of these Red Dragon jeans. I've seen them before on people. It's got the cool decal on the back, so I grabbed it just because anything that's got design on jeans seem to do really well. So I grabbed these. I wasn't sure, I almost passed on these. Next up, we got a little board short haul. We got Rip Zone, which I've never actually sold, but I've been selling some Hurley board shorts, which I didn't realize the game on board shorts was so big. I know some Billabongs, after looking into it, go for hundreds of dollars if you get Andy Iron, I think is the name, but this kind of has that Y2K board short vibe, so I thought I would try those. This is another Rip Zone, same kind of vibe, Billabong, kind of deckled out. Got a pair of all over print Hurleys, which even if I get 20, 30, I'll be happy on them. And lastly, in the board shorts, another Billabong Platinum Edition or something here. These ones are a little bit more basic, but they were Billabong, so again, for $1, grabbed them. One or two more graphic tees. We got a Deadpool Marvel. This one looks a little bit newer, but still starting to get that nice fade. Nothing on the back. Adidas, a little bit basic, but an Adidas hoodie like this is probably $50, so I grabbed it. Probably flip it for 20 or 30. Decent size, got the stripes down the sleeves. Nonetheless, cool Adidas, not vintage. And then lastly, I got this .0 long sleeve knit, which I've sold a couple of, and this .0 brand seems to sell okay, nothing crazy, but it does sell, and .0 I believe is out of business, so it is vintage. That's the end of the haul. I'm gonna count up everything we got, and then I'll give you a rough total of what I think I'm gonna make on this. Oh my gosh, my legs are falling asleep. Okay, I just showed you 47 items, and I forgot that I already took a couple items out of here. I got 2 Lulus, I believe, and I took them out and I sold them in a whatnot show because I was doing a Lulu show. So I got 49 items total. I paid $82. I traded in some jeans that I got out of my bale that I bought the other week, and those jeans I couldn't sell, and I know this Raghouse owner likes selling jeans and they have a high market for it, so I just traded in my jeans for like 30 or 40 bucks. I had like 40 pounds of jeans. Traded them in and I paid for half of the haul. So really I only spent like 40 on this or 50 on this. She charged me 80, but with the trade, it broke it down to like 40, 50. So I got everything for like $1, $1.20 kind of deal, which is pretty good profit, because even if I sell all of these for $5, which I think a lot of these I can sell for way more, maybe just the reprints that I could do for $5, $10, but there's some pretty good band tees. There's a lot of cool graphic tees in here. I think most of these are easily $30 to $35 items, some more, some less, but on average, I think you go 35 times 49 items. So 35 times 49 is 1,700. That made no sense. 1,715. So realistically, take $50 off for what I spent, and that brings you like, call it $1,650. So this should be easily a $1,500 profit potentially. You know, some may not sell. I find there's probably like a 10 or 15% no sell rate. So 15% of this might not sell, like, which is probably gonna be the button ups and stuff that I wasn't sure on. All the graphics and stuff, I can't see why they don't sell, but who knows? I'm always getting surprised in this industry. Sometimes something that you think would never sell starts to sell. So even if you take a little bit more money off just for sheer non-sell rate, you're probably still like 1,400, 1,300 hopefully. And if you really want to move this quickly, probably $1,000 profit if you want to just drop the price to really undercut the market and just keep moving the product, which is probably what I'll do. I just want to bring stuff in, make the money, and get it out, and just keep a steady income coming, because if you list them too high, they may sit for a long time, or they may sit forever, and then you got to relist them to get them back in the algorithm. So probably looking at about $1,200 profit. Hopefully, next step is to go and get this all listed. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs so we can get monetized on YouTube and do this full time. I appreciate y'all for watching, and all the new people that have been here. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out the bale breaks. I just bought a 1,000-pound bale a couple weeks ago. Did a vlog on that. And there's a whole bunch of other bin haul reviews and all sorts of stuff. So go check them out. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.